Hello and welcome everyone to Quick Album Reviews. I'm the Cairn CJ Middle, and today I'm piled up on Cairn by Mizmor. Released this year of 2019, this album is almost an hour long, and it only has 4 tracks. Since there's only 4 tracks, let's do a quick breakdown of them all. Starting off this album, we have Desert of Absurdity. Not gonna lie, I got scared when I heard the acoustic guitar intro. However, my fears were relieved when I heard the acoustic guitar actually contributed to the overall album. So the song starts off with an acoustic intro, but it soon shifts into full force black metal with some very nice emotional razor and throat vocals, which remain consistent throughout the album. And I have to say, we are off to a good start. By the halfway point of this track, we're going to make another style shift from black metal to a very slow and heavy doom metal style. And here is where we get to our first taste of this very heavy, very distorted and unfiltered guitar tone. And it is absolutely wonderful. So it's going to play out like a doom metal track for a little bit before slowly returning back to the acoustic intro, which I thought was a nice touch. And it makes the acoustic guitar actually fit into the track instead of just being like a one-trick kind of pony deal. For the second track, we have the song Cairn of God, a very heavy doom metal track, kind of very similar to what we heard before in the first track. And again, we're going to have the emotional black metal vocals being sung over that very unfiltered guitar tone. Now, this track is definitely a slow burner, but there's just something very eerie and dark about it. It engulfs you in a way, and just this very black and pain and just so many things going on. And again, this seems to be a recurring theme on this album for him to go from metal to a clean guitar, whether it's acoustic or in this case a clean, just regular clean guitar, no distortion or anything like that. But at the same time, I do think adding these small little elements does provide a bit of a counter to the very overall dark and brutal tone that this majority of this album contains. The third track on this album is called Cairn to Suicide, and it is probably the most diverse track on the album. The song starts off with some nice riffing black metal before slowly drifting into a very... I don't know how to describe it, honestly. The music basically stops, and all you hear is like soft whispers and water dropping. I'm not sure what's being said, and it's kind of a weird part. But after a few minutes of that, we get some nice picking acoustic guitar until there's a slight pause, and all of a sudden we're thrown back into the black metal from the beginning. And this track will again shift to the return to the acoustic guitar that was in the middle of this track. So it's kind of a weird one. This track's kind of weird because it goes from black metal to soft whispering to acoustic, back to black metal to only return to acoustic. Yeah, it's kind of weird the way he did this track, at least for me, because I've never really heard anyone make a song out of just acoustic and black metal. It's an interesting combo, and I have to admit, I did like it, so there you go. The final track on this album is called The Narrowing Way, another doom metal track, except this one is basically funeral doom instead of just regular doom. Now, this song is basically just a slower version of Cairn of God, but it sounded more stripped down, which leads to the music sounding even more chilling because there really isn't anything to latch onto in terms of melody or anything like that. However, at the same time, because there really isn't anything to latch onto, the song becomes a bit boring. I enjoy funeral doom metal a lot, so it's not like I don't understand it. I do, but this track was just kind of boring to me. And yeah, there you go. There's a basic outline of Cairn by Mizmor. That's pretty much what goes on in this album. So I'm going to give this album a 8.5 out of 10. I highly recommend this album if you enjoy both black metal and doom metal. This album provides some great stuff, and if you enjoy those genres, I suggest checking this one out if you haven't. Plus, look at that fucking album cover. Look how fucking sick that is, dude. I want to get like a giant fucking like banner or poster made like with just that on it and just hang it on my wall. Dude, that would be like the sickest thing ever. Same with what was that other one? Bellwitch, that Mirror Reaper. I want to get that one on a poster too. That would be really fucking sick. Anyways, that's all I have for this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe and make sure you tell a friend to do the same. And of course, I will see you at the next review.